blew the timing again. If you made C3PO do that, that would be great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Messy Monday, the last Messy Monday of 2024, which is odd to say, but it is actually kind of freaky that it will be Christmas Eve a week from today. So, and we actually, as a family, are doing in-house Christmas that morning on Christmas Eve morning because of all the stuff we have to do. So, I will be getting non-Lego that day, I'm pretty sure. So I might be getting Lego. You never know. But anyway, are you guys traveling? What are y'all doing for Christmas?
I host Christmas here on Christmas Eve, so we'll be doing that, and then maybe go see a friend afterwards. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Old and Surly, what do you do for Christmas?
Well, hopefully I'll be off the heating pad by then. My back is still a hot mess, so probably just sitting around the house drinking eggnog, watching Star Wars reruns, and waiting for the family to come by and hopefully bring some Lego, not macaroni in a box like you were threatening to do.
You saw that online today? Yeah.
I did. I thought that's horrible. They're going to put you in the worst home they can find when the time comes if you do that to them.
Yeah. No. Jake got his revenge because I did that to him one year. The next year, he wrapped up our remote, and we couldn't find it for a week, and it was wrapped up under the tree. So he exacted his.
It was something you wanted.
Yeah, it was. We really wanted it. I ordered another one and got it.
Oh God.
Takes after the old man. By the way, I am not a fan of the eggnog, which is weird that I wouldn't be because I'm all about beverages. It's just not my thing. So unless there's a vehicle for something else, which I don't partake in. Anybody else traveling?
Stuff all year long if I could get my hands on it.
Not a fan, but glad you are. Anybody else traveling, doing things?
I travel from my bedroom to my living room. That's about it.
Or are you just laying in your bedroom? Bring them in here. I can get my presents.
Everybody, I'm like Charlie's grandpa in Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
That's right. But then when you get a chance to like win the factory, you get up out of bed all of a sudden. Oh, he can walk, right? So
yeah.
I'm sensing a little bit of welfare fraud on Charlie's grandparents.
Oh, me. That's funny. All right. Good to have you here. Let's see, Grumpy J in the chat. Hello. And Andrew is with us today. It is very strange that it is the end of the year. So just as a way of saying thank you to you guys as regular guests on the show, friends and stuff like that. But I will say the motivation for us being here, Meredith being here, she's checking up on us who are building for
show me your cubes. Where are your cubes?
My cube is right here. All right. I'm working on my cube. Okay. I promise. Well, I'll show it in a minute. What are you? Let's go to Meredith. She hasn't been here in a minute. She's cool marming us. Hello, Steve. What's going on? What you building there?
Okay. So imagine the Tower of Orthanc.
Okay.
And then imagine it having a baby with friends. Okay.
Like more than one friend?
No.
Okay. Let's check.
Let me not pull a moto here.
Oh, actually, pull a moto. That would be great.
It's meant to be light, and here you have a cyberpunk. I can't. One of my cyberpunkers. That's the best I can do.
Wow.
What is that big piece?
Yeah, that big light blue piece.
A big seafoam piece.
It is a Scala bed.
Wow. Oh.
And I actually need two more. I had to get these from France, and I really needed two more. Douglas, knock it off.
Oh, you got the full first name.
Yes, the full first name. I also have bought them in.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Is that
Wow.
coral?
Is that non-coral coral?
No, this is salmon.
Oh.
What is the? Can you show the back of the sides? Just out of curiosity, is it Technic pin or?
No, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
regular system.
And so nothing actually on the end, so no Technic or anything, obviously, because it's got
All system.
very interesting.
Oh, we are. Hold on a second. I got some more fun scale parts.
Oh! I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No, it wasn't pinned in, so
Oh,
it was meant to be like that because the base is gonna stay.
well, the fact that that didn't shatter goes to your building skill. Because if I'd have built that, it would have been in a million pieces right now. So
No, I
Is it-
made it so that it's gonna have a center core that's just gonna come in and out, and then everything's gonna pin together at the top. Because
Is it-
otherwise, Brian has told me I'm not allowed to build big buildings that are not able to go in cars. So,
Is it going to be see-through like you have it?
there's gonna be lights and a white core in the middle, but I'm gonna have like I've started building the core. It's got very simple balconies with like minifigs in it. So, but yeah, it's gonna have to come apart to fit in the car. Car of life. So I got where did they go? These are also Scala. These I believe are tables.
oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
I got all because they were cheap. They're like doors, or like cabinet drawers, fronts.
I love how you're using those old pieces. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I got all these Duplo. I'm using another topper is using all these Duplo spoilers, and it's in that new orange, and it is just gonna look so hot with the old orange from Scala.
I agree.
So yeah, lots of fun Scala parts that finally came from France, and then I realized I needed 2 more beds. So I'll be ordering 2 more beds. They're only like $1, but no one has them in the US.
So it's rare and cheap. So that's pretty cool. Are you?
These
you
are
got-
like the best. Cloud Kitty Cuckoo Land.
that's cool.
Yeah, and so on the project support, I got where is it? Where's the part?
Somebody wants a disco ball inside.
I have 250 of these for project support because that was the minimal order I could do. So we're using a lot of them on this as well. Many friend sets died to bring you this Techno Friends Tower of Orthanc. So, and Brian's building Spaghetti Junction over in our guest bedroom.
Cool. That's awesome. So there is more Atlanta specific references other than the Waffle House I'm building, right?
Yeah, so what happened is unfortunately Nate, I can't remember his I think he goes by something never mind. He's on Flickr. I don't remember his Flickr account. He was one of the original bro luggers who made the Cyber City back in 2013.
Right.
No, yeah, 2013 for Brick World, or not Brick World, Brick Fair. He showed up at ABC last year, so he can't come unfortunately this time around. He was going to come, so we stop it, Doug. We've had to pivot, and so Brian decided that he's going to build a Spaghetti Junction now.
Cool. Thank you for not asking another lug member who builds roads. Anyway,
Yeah, we won't go there.
I don't want to go there. Don't have the time. So
No, just lots and lots of building, lots of dogs and building.
I have to admit I enjoy hearing the dog grunts and
That was the moaning of "I want my mom. Why won't you come lay down?"
no I knew exactly what that was. I speak dog, so
Doug is a mama's boy.
as he should be. As he should be.
Waffles is a kind of a daddy's dog, but Doug's still Mama's boy.
Yeah, they pick their primary human, and they can shift it after a while, but they keep their
Sure.
pretty.
We talked about this. No.
No, we need to say hey to Doug. Hey, Doug.
Doug, come here. Come here.
Douglas.
Come here, Douglas. For some snuggles.
Doug. Such a big boy. Hey, Doug.
Oh, now Waffles is jealous. Oh,
You're not loving me. I love it.
oh goodness. All right. I'm gonna be right back.
I love that Meredith shifted to dog person like super fast. You know, it's great. I love it. All right, Holden Surly, what's going on, man?
Well, when you find yourself staring at four walls for numerous days, you start trying to work a little bit through your backlog as you're limping. So I've been working on, finally got around to doing the Droid Factory. So I started working on these things. And I don't know if it bugs anybody else, but I hate these 1980s shoulder pads that they all seem to have. I don't know why they designed it that way. It just feels like they, maybe it's just to make it easier to pull them on and off or whatever, but I don't really like that. So I sat there and I've been kind of modifying them. Sorry for the movement there. Trying to streamline those shoulders a little bit so that they seem to be a little more in scale. So I'm hoping that if I can just continue that, you can actually replace it with just a couple 1x2s to kind of fill in where that wheel piece goes. And to me, it just seems like it gives it a little more of a more accurate to scale kind of look to it. So I'm hoping maybe I could do the whole set, go from small all the way up to large and display those somewhere in the house.
Yeah, those have some very weird proportions to them. I don't know. That's why I don't like them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing is if you keep just moving those shoulders really does get them a little more in scale, but you're right. They still just feel a little bit off, but I guess that's the thing. They were probably built to be wearing ducks and silly hats and all the other things.
Right.
I also started digging through some of the old sets that I've been finally trying to piece together. I was finally able to put together one of the old
Warp Wing Fighter.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this thing was fun on a bun, that's for sure. But I really, after I got it together and was able to keep the hoses from falling off every 30 seconds, it just blows my mind when you just see all of the non-sticker detail on these things now as compared to, what they give us today. And it's just like, if you could give 1/10 of this kind of stuff on the Star Wars side or even the Castle side, I mean, my gosh, it would just be amazing. All these colored pieces with just everything printed. I just can't imagine trying to do it redoing this now. The stickers alone would drive people to drink. So, I'm kind of baffled. But.
And it has that heat sensitive. I mean, they were pulling out all the 80s stops. They got the heat sensitive little sticker on there, hologram stickers.
A little sticker.
They basically said Star Wars and Star Trek had a baby, so we called it Warp Wing Fighter. Yep. So you got the X-Wing and the Enterprise making a mutant.
Absolutely. And I really wish if they would do something more like that, I would probably buy the whole darn thing, just seeing all the cool aliens and everything that come with them. So it's kind of piqued my interest. So who knows? Maybe it'll send me down the dark side like space has done for most of you. So looking forward to it.
Good deal. It's good to see you, man. I'm enjoying your 70s celebration there in the background, the Bee Gees and everything.
Yeah, my bedroom is definitely a disco den, I guess you could say. So it's got a lot of weird things on the walls.
Disco den. What about the ceiling? Stuff on the ceiling too?
No, but there hopefully will be plush pile carpeting one day. I'd love to get that thick pile carpeting made with real asbestos and lead.
You need the floor that lights up when you walk on it. Dance on it.
Go find some petrified goldfish in some disco platforms.
No, you need the shag carpeting that you got to have a rake for.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, turn my whole house into Elvis Presley's jungle room or whatever.
Has anybody actually ever been to Graceland? Because I have. Have you ever been to Graceland?
Phenomenal. I mean, I loved it.
It's phenomenal, but also you're like, oh my gosh, did they throw up in this room? Well, they probably did, but it's like it's so gaudy and it's also small inside. It's like my room, my Lego room near here is pretty small compared to what I had, but it's still got there. It's bigger than like the living room that they had or whatever. The rooms are
Yeah.
really small. So
I mean, you could find that house in just about any upscale suburban area, and have a middle income family living in it nowadays. If it wasn't Elvis's.
yeah, that's right. That's right. But anyway, cool deal. Good to see you, man. Oh, and you got your Pooch. Hello, Pooch. It's dog.
This is Rhino, who you got. I guess the other dogs freaked him out when they started barking. Now he's up here like it's been thunder and lightning all day. So he's in
Aw.
terror mode at this point.
I'm sorry, Rhino. I have a couple of whiner piner dogs that moan when they don't get their way.
Yeah, he's the biggest baby until the door knocks, and then that's it. He turns into Cujo.
Mm. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Jeff is away. Steve, there you are. How are you? So let's go to Steve. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm trying to design stuff. I made 2 orders. Well, 1 order on Lego, and the best sellers came, and now I'm waiting for the standard parts to come. So I've got I'm waiting for all my window frames to come, so I can't really do much more with this. I can build all the floors, but I have no windows, so I can't stick them together. And then I can't do anything more with this guy. So this is pretty much done until I get more pieces. So just kind of I've got I'm putting stuff together that I can put together and just kind of waiting. So I don't really have a whole lot going on. Just kind of busy with work and stuff. So that's really all I got. I'm pretty boring.
Cool.
Sorry, guys.
When do you start tearing that down in the back to get ready for Atlanta?
Probably February. Probably a couple days before I go. Yeah.
Good. Be last minute. Join the rest of us.
How long does it take you to break something like that down to get ready for transport?
Well, it takes me about 4 hours to set it up, and probably 2 or 3 to tear it down and wrap it up. I don't know how well I'm going to wrap it up after I tear it down from that February, because I'm not sure if I'm going to reassemble it after that or not. So
Oh, it's
It really
final
is.
act?
Oh wow!
I want a lot of pieces in that thing that I could use right now, and I can't. So I don't know. I would want to take it somewhere new, and I don't know if it's going to be this in 2025 that I can take it to one of the slopes. I don't think I can go to Colorado this year because ABC is right a couple months before that. So I would maybe take it to Utah, and I don't know if I can get that time off of work yet. So I don't know. I already
Well,
took it to Chicago, so I'm not going to take it there again. So I don't know. Do you guys take stuff to multiple shows, or do you just you took something to Brick World Chicago? Do you take it to the Brick World Chicago the next year, or is it one and done?
dude, I've got a Waffle House I took to a Lego convention in 2003 that I still take. So what do you?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's mock specific. I mean that the friendship timber pirate ship thing, that thing everyone wants it to. I don't think I'll bring it out for ABC this year, but I'll probably will it next year. Everyone always wants me to bring it out. People still want me to bring out the Owl House, but it's just I can only do so much setup. But for Brick World, I only like to bring new stuff.
That's kind of how I feel.
Well, I mean, I've already said it, and I am, apart from this module that I'm building for Neo Atlanta, I may take one bin of stuff and it'll all be repeats unless I get something built before then, and I doubt it. And that's it. Usually I take and I'm involved in a couple of collabs and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I always encourage people to do that, but done my bit for King and Country. I don't get to hang out with my friends anymore because I moved, so I'm going to hang out with friends. So I am going to plop mocks down and be done with it. So, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, but yeah, so it'll be old stuff.
I take my old stuff, but I do rotate it. So like one of my early builds was a Puerto Rico street, and I haven't taken that to a show probably in the last 2 years. So right now I'm taking the mosaic around the country, but once that's done, that'll probably be retired. So I think the last Atlanta show, I did the mosaic and I did my space tower, Jetsons Tower, but I didn't do anything with the town layout. So maybe this year I'll do some more with the town layout. I don't know. But for the most part, I don't disassemble mocks that I'm happy with. I just recently tore apart the big white cathedral, the Baroque cathedral that I built. It just took up too much floor space in my house, to be frank. And it was a huge amount of white pieces, and it's constantly getting bumped into, and the cats would run over it, and just, things would fall off. And I just got tired of rebuilding it, frankly. I still thought it was gorgeous, but, if I put that out, then that means I couldn't put 5 modulars out. So it was a matter of, where are you going to store it? What are you going to do with it? And it took 2 people to put it in the back of the car. So it really wasn't very show friendly, and it wasn't very home friendly. So that one got broken down. But for the most part, I don't break my stuff down. I like to rotate it. But I'm lucky that I have an unfinished basement where I can just take some of this down there and set it and pick it up a year later and take it to another show. So you can do whatever you
certain
want.
kind of mocks that just don't do well for transport to and from, or is it just kind of everyone is its own
My
kind
mocks
of trial
do
and
well.
tribulation?
Say again, Meredith.
My mocks never do well in transport, but Brian says that's because they're held together by hopes and dreams and one stead connection. But
Yeah, I get burned for that, and you don't.
oh,
So-
Brian burns me all the time. But you just got this one. I had to make it so that it comes apart because it's just too tall to fit in the back of a car. Yeah.
When you two did your big Ninjago lake layout, that seemed like it packed up reasonably well, as I recall.
Yeah, it was all modular on mills. But the fence that goes around it and all the trees, that's the thing. Trees will never ever stay together.
No. Hey, Mark, I'll be right back.
So trees it's the best way I found is to put one tree in a Ziploc bag, label it, and then I get a really ugly old 2x2, and I put tree 1, and I put it where the stump goes, and that's what I did for the owl house, and that's the quickest I could ever take down trees and set up trees. But to be frank, they were all just skinny technic trees, which are fun, but they're a lot easier to put back together. But trees in general, the trees I had, the super scaled trees for the elves mock at Brickworld, that thing took me about 4 or 5 hours to reassemble the trees. Which that's why that mock is no longer together. It's just too time consuming.
Damn.
So Steve, if you want to, you could save that and take it out a couple. You could put it on hold for a couple of years and then take it to shows again. But it just depends on what you like to do.
Yeah, or you can maybe save just the center Daily Bugle building. What I ended up doing is I ended up giving parts of the Elves mock away because so many people liked it. So Emily from Lego Masters has a part of it. Mocktura has a part of it. I have a part of it for Girl at Bricks a Lot, Nicole. I have to go send it to her. And then the Brick Zapper, he has a part of it just because, I don't know. It feels like I'm making horror. As Simon Liu says, it's like making Lego horror cruxes of yourself. I can never die because pieces of my mock are everywhere.
That's why he's so young still.
It's the
Yeah.
Lego horror cruxes.
I've thought about redoing my Lego city at some point. So some of those buildings might make their way into that. I don't know. I just know I'm building some skyscrapers for my current mock, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I could use a lot of these pieces right now. Kind of sucks just to have it sit there.
Okay, so you just leveled up in the Lego AFOL Spectrum or whatever basic AFOL. When you start borrowing off an old mock to build a new mock,
Mm-hmm.
that's another level. That's another. Instead of sorting that thing out, you just let it sit there and rot off, and you're just pulling pieces off of it to build something else.
I haven't yet, though. I haven't yet.
It will happen. You'll be like, "Oh, that's on the backside. Nobody will see that," and you snap that baby off, and it happens.
Wow.
So, congratulations, you have.
So they all end up on cinder block in the yard.
That's right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Hang on. Let me take a moment. Moto on the 72-hour live stream. Moto had some stuff up there, and somebody bought something and sent it to me, and I have the box here, and I've opened it. So, but I haven't looked. So here we go. Moto, are you there? Oh, Moto's there. All right, here we go. Here's the box. It says it's on Moto paper. Fazoom, awesome set via Brick Snaps. Thank you, Brick Snaps, on the Beyond the Brick 24-hour live stream. Not 72 hours, 24-hour live stream. Play well, Moto, and he signed it there. And clue number 1 sitting on top.
Uh-oh.
Moto also hiked a mountain during the live stream.
Clue number 2. Let's see who can figure it out because of what this is.
924 or 918.
Well, it comes. There's a dude. There it is. There it is. Oh wait, there's more.
Galaxy Explorer.
Nope.
Probably
Better.
a lot older than that, huh?
No, same error.
Yeah. It is the Cruiser.
94.
Oh.
In really good condition.
Wow.
That is an amazing gift. Oh, look at the legit. Yeah, hang on. There's more.
Don't go
There's
yet.
more.
There's more.
Don't go away. Oh,
Oh, wait, there's more.
there's more. There's a satisfying squunch to old bricks. I'm gonna tell you right now. You can quote me on that. The new bricks just don't have that squunch to it. All right, let me get those on there.
You don't put that high quality asbestos in them anymore.
That's right. Yeah, you can tell this was loved and played with too. It is mint. It is. It is. So nice. There we go. And comes with the forklift. Yes. Which we all know that this forklift piece, the original one with the spring in it, was for shooting bricks across at your brother or your cousin or whatever, because it was really good at that. So, dude, that's amazing. Is there anything in the little box, or is that just packaging? Hang on.
Moto says to go full screen so you can see it better.
Yeah, I can't see it.
All right, hang on.
That's what a 924 looks like from memory. Hold the box.
Wow.
You sent me the box, dude. Look at that. It's got the plastic in it. Oh man! Thank you, Moto. Thank you, Martin. Oh my gosh. Wait. Let me just show you Whipper Snapper or something. This is how we built Lego back in the day. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Oh. I don't know how many pieces are in this thing. What's the piece count on it? 155 pieces. You know, there would be like a book, right? We got a fold-out pamphlet, baby, and the instructions were compare one to the other and see what is missing. That is how the instructions would go. This would be 10 pages of a book nowadays, right? So, anyway, it's great. And one of my favorite graphics, I need to get this on the front of a T-shirt. I've got one with this on the back. The assembly of a minifigure.
Nice.
That's so choice. And they hand drew these, so thank you very much. Moto, this is awesome. Thank you. Hang on, here you go. Here is beautiful. That is an honor. It will go on my shelf. It'll be worse than IKEA. Better than IKEA, but quite European. This is great. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm super honored. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
I also got something for Creekins for charity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your voice keeps cracking tonight, Chris.
I know. I got some changes going on. Oh, it's missing the antenna. The antenna is in the bag. Okay. All right. All right.
You sound like Small Paul with the squeaky voice.
Hey, Mr. Simpson.
Exactly.
I got a cool brick badge for my brick badge.
Nice.
That's cool.
Is that 1x8?
Yeah, it's a 1x8, but
nice.
it's made to look like a little present.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I got the antenna. It's right here, and the antenna's in the bag. You guys don't worry. I got the antennas right here. All right. I know. I don't know what it is about Colorado, but maybe I do. But these little mini dime bags and everything are quite thick and quite good quality. I don't know why, but in Colorado, thank you for shipping.
It's the mile high. It's the air pressure. It's a lot worse up
Oh,
there.
is that it? That's it.
We're thinner. It's thinner. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Who we haven't gone to Matt. Matt, what is up in your Lego world today? You're muted, dude.
Nah, we should just let him know.
Let him struggle.
Life's been pretty hectic up until yesterday, and I haven't really felt the energy to be creative. So I did pick up this when double points were going on in the gift with purchase, and this was 8-year-old, 9-year-old Matt's favorite character in the original Star Wars movie was C-3PO and R2-D2. So when I went to Kmart to get my very first action figures, I got the 2 droids and Darth Vader. So this is I was very happy to see they made the full sculpt of this and not just the head. So I definitely enjoyed putting it together. So that was I'm getting kind of caught up on some of my my set building, and I can't remember if I showed this on this or not, but I finished the Friends like Malibu mansion with all the nice trans colors. But I also just got the shirt for today, which is
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It's a great shirt.
hence my my screen name today, Yukon Matt. So for Yukon Cornelius, and then the hat, which is a Canadian company here out of I think it's London, Ontario, made this called Noble North. One of the things that happened was on Saturday, we had some guests over for some board games, and as they were getting ready to walk out, we opened the front door, and this tiny little bird, I don't know if it's like a finch or a sparrow, but it's probably only like about that yay long, flew into the house. And we got 2 cats, and cats immediately activated, and they're like, it's flying from one room to the house to the other, and we've got a pretty open floor plan. Is S plus tier? I don't.
I'm on the tier chart. That's superior.
Oh,
That's-
thank you.
S plus, nice.
And so this bird flies in, and we're trying to catch it, and so the cats don't eat it and make a mess. And it flies upstairs into our master bedroom. So we shut the door, thinking, well, okay, if we trap it in the master bedroom, it'll be easier to apprehend. So we shut the door to the the bathroom area, shut the door to the rest of the house, and it was really fast. I mean, I had a blanket. My idea was to throw the blanket over the bird, when it was flying, and several times it flew right past me, and I was not even close to catching this bird. It would just like change directions in an instant. And finally, the cats brought it down, and they had it in their grasp, and Thomas took it away, and he's like, "Oh, I think it's dead," because it wasn't moving. It was just plain dead, though, because he goes to throw it out the front steps, and it doesn't land; it flies away. So it was just plain dead. Now the final catching of it happened at 2:30 in the morning, because as it was flying around the master bedroom, at one point it just hid so well we couldn't find it, and the cats couldn't find either. Like all 4 of us were looking for this tiny little bird in the bedroom, and nobody could figure out where it went. So it's like 12:15, 12:30, and I'm just exhausted. I was like, I hadn't slept very well the night before, and I had to get up early to go for graduation ceremony, and I was like, I got to get in bed. I can't stay up all night just waiting for this bird to show itself. And so at 2:15, it started flying around the bedroom, and then the cat started chasing it, and they like jumped all over us on the bed, and so we apprehended it. All right, so we thought, okay, bird saved. 2 hours before the show, I go down to check the front steps for package delivery, and I open the door, and the bird flies back in again. And
Nice.
it goes into our den area, which is a 2-story open space, and it's like way up high, and the cats are freaking out because they can see it but they can't reach it. And I'm just like, it was so hard to catch the last time, like this is just hopeless. I was like, I'm gonna go do my chat, and my husband's doing a book writing chat in his area right now, the house. So, and he's like, no, let's give it a try. And so he managed to herd it into the kitchen. It flew into our pantry, and I held a blanket up so it couldn't get out. And he went under the blanket into the pantry, and the bird went into this large cardboard box that had packets of microwave popcorn, and he shut the lid on it. So we took it back out and released it, and we were like, "Don't come back! No more birds now." So that's our aviary drama.
Oh my gosh!
Today,
So is that like a microwave for 3 minutes till it pops type situation? Or,
yes.
or till the popping stops, I guess, right?
You're
funny.
to see popcorn.
Twice the cats got their claws into it, and it like screamed in bird talk, and I thought, oh, it's dead, but no, like both times it was still alive. So can hide. It's very quick, and it's very resourceful, but it's dumb because it flew back in the house again where there's predator cats.
You sure it's the same bird?
Yes. I mean, we looked at it, we were like, that's the same exact bird. I even took a picture of it. I'm like, that's the same bird that flew in yesterday. It roosts under our front porch. So there's like a little lip there, and it just sleeps out there. And so it's evening. So it was there for the night, and I opened the door, and it spooked it, but instead of flying out, it flew in. So
What an idiot bird.
Yeah.
Drama. I tell you what.
Yeah. Wow. That's cool.
So circling back to your shirt, Matthew, have you ever been down to the Center for Puppetry Arts to see the Rudolph show that they
No,
do?
but I read that the original pieces used in that were in somewhat bad shape, and somebody bought them and restored them. I think there was an auction, and then they donated it to the Center for Puppetry Arts.
Yeah, we saw them because I've taken Paul to see that, not this year, but in years past. We've gone to that show, I think 3 or 4 times over the years. And it's really well done. I mean, if you like the original Rankin Bass stop motion thing, you should definitely try to go to the show while the Center for Puppetry Arts is doing it, because it's well done. It's really enjoyable.
Okay. I will, because watching that was one of my early childhood memories of Christmas season. Like that was one of the, I hear other people talk about like watching It's a Wonderful Life. That was not a big deal at our house, but the stop motion Rudolph was something I watched every year when I was a little kid. So I would definitely like to see that.
Have you thought about that we never missed those, and they played them once in the year, and we didn't have VCRs to record it or anything. So for us, I mean, we were dialed in, man, and we would watch that thing. Because I never missed Charlie Brown. I never missed those.
It would always be in the TV guide. Mom would have the TV guide and be like, okay, on Wednesday night at 7:00, they're going to show Rudolph, and we'd have to like plan for it. It's Rudolph tonight.
Or they would just tease it, like in between shows, they'll be like, and on Saturday night on, ACBS, we're going to have Rudolph, and you'd have to remember it. And because we didn't have to-do lists or lists in our phone, or calendars in our phone. I'm like kids these days. That's why they can't remember anything, right? Because they have to remember the whole TV schedule.
Yeah, because you didn't get another chance. You had to wait a whole nother year to watch it, right?
I remember you'd miss an episode of your show. You'd go to school and you'd be like, what happened? I didn't get to see it. And like, if you're lucky, you might catch it in reruns, but maybe not.
What do you mean, Kristen JR? Who's Kristen? Kind of thing. So, yeah. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
Too soon, man.
You said growing up watching It's a Wonderful Life. You like, how about Die Hard? Come on.
Oh, we've already gotten our Die Hard watching in for this Christmas season. So we watched that a couple days ago. I needed like some mindless entertainment while I was building 3PO over here. So we put Die Hard Christmas movie on and watched that.
So what are your guys' go-to movie if you had to watch one movie each Christmas?
Scrooge. Scrooged has to be done. I love Scrooge with Bill Murray. Scrooge. We went to see it. Like a bunch of our friends, we got all dressed up, went to dinner, and watched Scrooge in high school, like my senior year. And so Scrooge, but a Bill Murray fan. So Scrooge is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. So we watched it two nights ago. So got it done.
I think for me it's Elf. I think I gotta watch Elf.
Yeah.
I'm Die Hard, but my daughter is all about the Elf, so it's always Elf.
So mine doesn't have Christmas at all. It's the Lord of the Rings, which came out right before Christmas, and I used to always put it on while I was grading finals at the beginning of December. So like I watch Lord of the Rings all the way through in December every year. So it's actually a Christmas movie. It just debuted at Christmas. So.
The extended editions. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah.
Which are available to stream now. That's really nice. All right, Muppet Christmas Carol,
But
top tier.
Stream what? I own those things in 4K, buddy. We don't stream that.
I
That's
understand.
important. It's
I was
important.
just the other day we were talking about watching some movie and it you had to pay to watch it. And I was like, we own a hard copy of that. It's on Blu-ray right over there on to the left of the TV. And we were talking about what were there current movies that had come out in the last couple of years that we'd want to own in physical hard copy. And I was like, I'm going to get Dune 1 and 2 because I just want to have that accessible and I don't want to pay to watch it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thomas said thank you, and now he's probably ordered those for you.
Well, I did say like I will wait to order that till after Christmas just in case. But he said he's all done buying for me, so I don't think I'm getting it, but you never know.
Fair enough.
All right. In the chat, we have
Speaking of Dune, I'm actually sitting here building the Ornithopter set right
Nice.
now. I got it from Amazon Japan because it was $109,
Wow.
and
How many yen?
I don't know because it converted the price for me, and I didn't have to think about it. But $109 was a good price, so I got it.
There's a hat manufacturer that only releases things in Europe or Japan, and they will not ship to the United States. And so there's a guy, an American that lives in Japan, and he actually has a whole business of just reshipping things. So you can order it and you send it to Mike Wyckoff, and then he forwards it on to your address. So I'm waiting for two things I'm waiting for 2 international hats to arrive at my doorstep right now.
nice. All right, folks are popping in a few Christmas things. Muppet Christmas Carol, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We've already done that one. Home Alone 1. Didn't watch Home Alone 2. The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Not my personal favorite. I will dig out the George C. Scott one from CBS from the mid '80s, and that is a definitive version for me. But
We
yeah,
watched the original Grinch in this house. Thank you very much.
that's right. We watch. I need to hear Tony the Tiger sing, or do the narration. Yeah.
I will say, if I were to, the Grinch is right up there. It's right behind Yukon Cornelius and Rudolph. Like that's probably my second favorite Christmas movie growing up as a kid.
One that's into my viewing rotation now is Krampus. That honestly, that's it. It's just schlocky enough horror Christmas. It's one of those ones that you just can't not watch if it's on or if you happen to come across it in your voodoo.
Nice.
If you say so.
Sure. All right. We haven't checked in on Jeff. Where's Jeff? There's Jeff. What's up, dude?
Where's Jeff? I think I'm here. So just quickly touch back on Atlanta BrickCon or bringing Mox repeatedly to the same show. The castle will make an appearance at Atlanta BrickCon this year, but after that, it will be by request if someone wants it there, unless I physically change it because I've added onto it. But I'm kind of at that point now where unless I'm going to a new show and it's not that far away, I probably won't be bringing the castle. We'll still stay together because I love it, but But yeah, so as for me, I've been away all weekend, so I didn't get a chance to do anything really since last Wednesday. I'm sorting today. I did hit my local or hit the Lego store while I was in the GTA, and I bought a couple of the last couple of Speed Champions, unstickered this one, which the design is nice. I'd probably change it into the same color, because as a Camaro, I think it's actually a pretty decent looking vehicle. And then I also got the Aston Martin pace car, which all you have to do is not put the stickers on and take off the pace lights at the top, and you've got yourself a nice little Aston Martin.
Is it a bitchin' Camaro?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never heard that song? Come on.
Nope.
Wow.
Sorry. Yes, Brickhameni, the castle will definitely be at Brickhameni, because I haven't. I've only been there once, and it's changed since then. It did come with the Indy car or the F1 car as well. And as I'm building this, I'm thinking to myself the pictures we've seen of all the F1 cars, and people have been theorizing that this bar here will be a new bar, and they've been using the solid hoses for it, or the mendable hoses for it. So I don't think that's going to be a custom piece. I know I think the Speed Champion or the collectible cars are going to have a new piece probably. I'm making the assumption.
It's called the Halo.
The Halo, yes, for the Halo. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, this one probably won't stay together. I don't know, but I usually keep most of my Speed Champions, but I am out of room, so I've got to figure that all out and rearrange this room, which will be my Christmas plans once I'm done work this week or on Friday. So until January 6th, so I will be probably reorganizing the room, just because 3PO is still missing his head due to height restrictions and such. So I'll probably rearrange some stuff. Also, my cars, turn the camera. The collectible middle scale car, the Icons cars are maxed out on the shelf too. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with those also.
Get a warehouse.
Get a warehouse. I should just get a warehouse. And
warehouse is in Edmonton.
yeah. I still don't understand how that's possible. But anyway, we were talking to about Brixie before the show. So and his warehouse in Edmonton, Alberta. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Sorting, and then once that's done, I don't know what my next project is. That's usually why I sort in December. And Canada Post actually just started up again, or is starting tomorrow, with working again until their next possible strike date, which I think is May of 2025. So I guess I have to look into opening my Bricklink store up as well, which has been nice to not have to deal with for a few weeks. But it'd be nice to get a little bit extra income in to buy more Lego, or to buy
Back
parts.
to the grindstone, sir.
Back to the grindstone for sure.
Mm.
So yeah.
Good deal.
All right, and you were talking about you were going to do your show.
Yes, good point. Canadian Brick Builders will air on Wednesday on my VW Bricks channel, and then the Christmas week and New Year's week will probably push it out till Thursday, so that'd be like December 26th and January 2nd. Just because we don't want to do it on the holidays, but we still want to kind of have a chat. It might be shorter because there's not a lot of Lego news that'll come out, but maybe we'll just have a general chat. And if anybody here, obviously Old Grey Bricks, if anybody you guys want to join us on that night, let me know. I'll send you an invite.
It's the biggest jinx to say it might be shorter.
Yeah, that is true. Well, if it's long, that's okay. I got nowhere to go, so.
That is so. I'm not. No.
Mom jokes right there, I tell you.
I'm not biting that. I'm not doing that either. Anyway, I
That's
don't know.
He said.
Family show. Boxing Day. Yeah. Gonna do Boxing Day.
Yeah, it's Boxing Day, but I'll be here at my friend's place, so either way, I'll be doing a broadcast. So
The only person getting Lego at our house is my spouse, because he actually asked for a set. He asked for the Nintendo controller box set thing.
Oh wow!
So he's getting that. He doesn't know, because I put everything else under the chair already, but that's a big set. I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna put that out, so he can't shake it and go, "It's Lego." Oh, well,
one time he watches the stream,
He does. He's chatting in his room down the hallway right now.
Remember, and I
Trust me.
put this on Facebook, referenced early in the show. If you want to screw with your kid and then pick a really bad nursing home for you, get a box of bow tie pasta, put it in the box where the socks are that they're getting for Christmas, so they can rattle and shape that thing all holiday long, and then they get pasta. So, yeah,
Love it.
Macaroni works too.
See,
macaroni
I don't put Natalie's presents out until Christmas Eve. I think it's like because we don't do Santa anymore, but that's what I used to do when she was younger for Santa. You know, after she go to bed, we go. So now I just don't put the presents out until Christmas Eve.
My parents.
I
didn't
put small
the
Paul's
presents
presents out. Like Thanksgiving weekend, we put the tree up, and then like that weekend, I put all of his presents under the tree, so he has to look at them for a month.
Nice.
My
Cool.
parents never put the presents out. They just hid them in the closets or wherever, and I found out where they
Yes.
hid them, and then I'd shake them all.
I would find the ones that my parents hid in their closets, but Natalie knows not to do that.
I
You know,
built
Chris, what you
the.
could do to throw a curveball is you could put cooked pasta in the box with the socks, so your son would never experience that.
What the heck?
And as it dries, it gets noisier as the holiday
There
goes
you
on.
go.
Okay.
It's really confusing the entire
That
way.
is very confusing. That's right.
I opened and built the Lion King's castle like 3 times before Christmas the year I got it, and rewrapped it each time.
That's funny.
Wow.
I was bored. I was home alone. My parents, my dad was, they were both working. So
Salute you for that. That's well done.
My mother did that when she was a kid. She unwrapped something and then like played with it and then wrapped it back up very
Yep.
carefully with the same wrapping paper.
I used the same wrapping paper. I don't know. I'm assuming my parents figured it out, but they never called me out on it. So
Well, that's how Santa Claus died in our household. Natalie saw wrapping paper, and then she saw her presents from Santa, and I try to play it off that Santa must go to Costco as well. That's when the skepticism started, and the next year Santa was unfortunately dead.
Oh man, y'all killed him? That's pretty cruel.
We killed him, but we were, she has 2 very young cousins, and we reminded her about how much fun she enjoyed unwrapping presents from Santa and saying, "Wow, Santa knew I liked all this stuff." So she promised to keep the magic alive for her younger cousins, so that she plays along with them.
That's
Jeff, how were your acting skills after you'd opened it 3 times? Did you act like surprised? Did you pull that off on Christmas Day?
I honestly don't remember. I was quite, well, that was a long time ago, but maybe
Did it
good.
surprise
Again,
them
my
when
parents.
5 jumps? They were like, "Wow, it comes pre-assembled. That's the neatest thing."
But all the parts were out of the bags. Strangely enough, I don't know what happened
It
there.
said batteries not included, but yet there's batteries inside of it. It's weird.
So when Natalie was, I think, 2 or 3, we all got flu at Christmas.
Oh no!
no, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
And that was the year that my mom bought Natalie the Kid Craft Kitchen. So Ryan and I were like up until like 11 o'clock that night trying to assemble it, because my mom's like, "You'll have it assembled, right?"
Yeah.
And we're just sweating because we're feverish from flu. We're just sweating and trying to assemble this Kid Craft Kitchen. That was the worst Christmas ever. And poor Brian's mom was going to come over in the morning, and we were going to have dinner at our house. And she ends up making a huge pot of spaghetti sauce and meatballs and leaving it for her. So, yeah,
Oh yeah.
never again.
I remember one year when I was old enough that we didn't pretend the Santa for me, but my sister was still pretty young, so they didn't want to spoil it. And my dad was trying to assemble the dollhouse, and he couldn't figure out how to put it together. He's like, "I'm trying," and she's like, "Steven, we need to go to bed soon."
Parenting. I woke up when Santa came I woke up one year. I'd gone to bed, and like 10 o'clock, I woke up, and all the family was in the den around the Christmas tree. And apparently, I was almost like super tired, and I came stomping out asking Mom for something, and they were all looking at me all wide-eyed because Santa had already come. And I walked right past it, and then I walked right back to bed, and I didn't see it. And I went back to bed, and they were all like, "Oh," kind of all relieved that it didn't screw everything up and everything. They told me later.
And that's when they were like, I guess you won't be a detective.
That's right. Yeah. You may need to hold off on that Harvard application for that kid. Anyway, Mr. Sandlin, I know you have showed us what you're building. Let's see your progress. What's going on?
I just finished. Well, I don't know if I'm finished yet, but I put some more pieces on the huge wad of Technic that is in the middle of this thing. This thing is seriously the Technic chunk. And I was actually just building, I just opened bag number 5. So I now have, I'm trying to get the little knife in his hand. There you go.
Cool.
That does not look like Josh Brolin.
I don't know. How can you tell? It's Lego Josh Brolin.
It's more like Thanos.
We have Thanos on the shelf over there, Small Paws. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I've been working on my cube. So
What are your cubes doing?
here's the cube. There's all the teal from Air.
Love the teal.
It's good.
I bought many jumpers, and I used all of them so I could get this subtle half stud offset for the containers, so it doesn't look all flat now. And then I have the big pipe on the side, which Chris said makes it look like a giant mug, so I can. Then I'm gonna put a big spinny fan in here, giant industrial fan kind of thing. And then I did this little sort of window with a little kind of roof over it right here, just to sort of have something mixed in that's not one of these things is not like the others.
Are those bricks olive green?
Yes, these are olive green bricks that I got from our lug bulk last year.
Nice.
So I mixed those in because, stuff in Cyberpunk is supposed to be not quite matching. You got some junky looking stuff mixed in with your container building. So,
Cool.
That's awesome.
I'm going to put a little ramen bar in here.
Mom's ramen bar.
Thank you. So yeah, that's what I got. I got that, and I'm working on the Technic Club.
Is that a meat stick, a drum bone?
Yeah, it's the
drumstick.
Technic turkey leg.
Where's your floating baron?
Must be in the later bag. I've not built him yet.
That's a very personal question to be asking.
That's what happens after Mexican. I had a floating baron this morning.
Hold on.
Hey, well, don't be showing us yours. It's a family show. Anyway, there we go.
He's too adorable.
It's the long Harkonnen.
Hey.
So here's my puppy time. Here's Sunny. She came to say hello. She wants to love.
Puppy.
We've had all the doggies.
We got to love Sunny. We got to love Sunny.
Good Sunny.
Okay, get down.
Is this a Lego stream or a dog stream? It might
Yes
be both.
and yes.
I think we're gonna choose both.
Unpacking my Lego bins and getting stuff and everything. In the corner of all the bins, there's white dog hair from Bo and Max before Bo, so they stick with you and to the brick. So anyway, let me show my progress on my cube to show that I'm working. So here is the Waffle House with the Waffle House sign. It's completed. And so the Waffle House started doing a little detailing on the inside, and so it'll have I've got these little supports so I can wire it and let the wires run out of it. So this is the back area here. There'll be an industrial little hallway there, the back door where there'll be a trash dump right there. And then I'll have a residence of something on top. And then there's going to be a little garden. I've taken the tree off the crepe myrtle that I'm going to build on the side. So this will be a little market outside. And then, so there it is. So I've got lights that'll light up the sign and everything. So I'm super excited about it.
Are you or Mark going to do any classic space Easter eggs?
There will be maybe Easter eggs in the customer sitting in the Waffle House. So that page there, it is paper signage, sir. I printed it on a thing. I could call you if you want to make me 3x3 squares with these characters on it. I will let you. So
The Easter eggs have to be very well done and not, how do I say, obvious.
yeah. I got you.
But no, that's fine. Having them in a restaurant, totally fine. Having like Benny and his space gang like walking along.
No, that's moon-based stuff. I understand all that.
No. But in a restaurant, perfectly fine.
No, I even thought about taking as many of the UFO line of characters and having those as customers inside the restaurant. So, hey, Chris, I can unoffend you if you do it for free. I'm just but no, I will reach out. We'll have a discussion. Anyway, but I do have a light. I bought my first lighting kit. I mean, I'm stepping out here, so I'm excited. Pretty cool. All right. Well, we have hit an hour, so this is our last show of the year. It has been a weird year for me personally because I don't live in Georgia anymore. I live in South Carolina now, so it seems like that's
Northerner.
I am south of you, dadgummit. Matt, how many South Carolina counties have you done? Do you have South Carolina's too?
Oh, I just have 5 to go, and in fact, I've actually thought about making a one-day road trip over to Charlotte because I'm missing 4 up by Charlotte and then Allendale, which is right now near Augusta, and I might just do a loop where I either just do it all in one day or I just spend a night over in Charlotte and close out South Carolina. I might do that in January just for fun. Finish the state. I want to make a resolution that next year I will spend 0 days in the hospital. That's my personal goal. So, 0 visits and 0 nights in the hospital. Let's keep that.
That sounds
try to keep
good.
that.
That is a worthy goal. But anyway, it has been an interesting year, a good year. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Had a good crowd today. Moto, I am super thankful for this Lego set. And the antenna was with it. I got it. And even the green little 1x1 round brick is in the container. So it's super authentic and I love it. So I'm super appreciative of that. Appreciate y'all so very much. Appreciate Jeff walking off while I'm trying to be sentimental. That's fine. And but I do appreciate you. You know what? If you get a chance to hang out with family and friends, make that happen. Realizing I'm further away from family and from all my friends here makes me appreciate time with them more. So make sure you take it. It is a great set. Thank you, Moto. I'm super appreciative. All right, everybody. Be awesome and build awesome. Have a great Christmas. Have a happy new year. All the Hanukkahs, all the things that whatever you celebrate, do it well. And I hope it's a blessing to you. Good night, everybody. It's about to play noise. Goodbye.